Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. The End of Falsehood by Bisel13 Chapter 1, The Eve of Revelation. Somewhere in the place where a very few of human could ever reach, 12 beings had shown their presence to each other. The place itself is almost like a void, a thick sense of emptiness where darkness filled the whole place. It's a place, not a room. There's a boundless space, an infinite space, yet these 12 beings are able to be there without any harm. They didn't get distorted nor harmed in that void. It has a reason why they could do that. A simple reason, actually. It's because they are formless. They don't have any material body that would get distorted. They are spiritual life form. It's about time, isn't it, Hardy? Asked one of them, with a distorted yet deep voice. As usual. You would let me pick whatever world I chose, right? Replied by the so-called Hardy. In that sense, I would ask, which world would you bring upon right now? We cannot pick so easily as it can ruin our garden. The other being responded to Hardy's question. His voice showed some concern. The world which I found it to be amusing. Something tell me that this world would make our garden more beautiful. But, if these creatures would cause harm instead, I would rely on your apostle, Emroy. You cannot expect me to clean up your mess. Our garden are being defiled by the Empire, we just need a strong enough people to take them down and clean them up. Emroy retorted. But the Empire is the biggest flower we have. If we cut it down, our garden would look awful. This time, a more feminine voice joined in. Exactly, Merida. We cannot cut down the Empire. That's why, we need a force where they have a righteous way of thinking. Hardy retorted. Being naive is not gonna fix our garden. They need to be strong as well. The Empire has Rondell as their magic center. You all know how powerful magic is when they were used in an efficient way. Emroy back again on argument. But this time, he seems to willingly let Hardy to do whatever she wanted. He just showed his concern. Emroy, you seem to be more cautious and more reserved than a millennia ago. What's wrong? You're not yourself right now. Where is the Emroy that confidently ordering a genocide of thousands heretics? I am not a god of death for just liking to kill mortals, Palapin. I learned through deaths of our worshipper. From it, I knew some mortals are met with their death before its time. All mortals have value, yet not all of them have opportunity to show it. I feel pity for it. And that's the case in our garden. What do you mean? Asked Palapin. The Empire. It's been a thorn in our garden. Because of them, many innocent life has been taken before their times. We must get rid of this pest in our garden. If you really think so, why don't you order your apostle to do it? She's strong enough to take them down. Palapin asked again. We cannot interfere with our world directly, remember. Besides, Rory had grown fond to the humans. She wouldn't kill anyone just because they do bad things. In a way, I have to respect that. Then we really have no other option than invite some guest from the other world. That's right. Which is why, I have to show my concern to you, Hardy. You're the type who would do anything to amuse you. You wouldn't know if it's gonna break you apart. Emroy's remark that sentenced and successfully made all beings who were present immediately stared at Hardy. He was right though. Hardy's main problem is her constant boredom. This, of course, made the other god and goddess were wary of her. Yet, they need her. Ha ha ha. Oh, you all have given me too much hostility. Well, for the sake of our fellowship, I promise this time it would be so much fun to watch. Even without form, everyone knew Hardy as being smug and awfully confident in her doings. They still have a great concern of what she gonna do. Yet, they cannot do anything. Because Hardy, the goddess of the underworld, was the only one who control the gate. And Hardy, being a playful and uncaring as she is, decided to open a gate where they would regret it forever. The world is vast, it would be endless journey to figure out how vast it is. Yet, to know how the world works, it doesn't need to figure out how vast the world is. Falmard, massive continent yet successfully dominated by a single political entity, known as Sedan Empire. The major powerhouse all around the continent, the one who dominated every aspect of people's life, could be the representative of how the world works. And this time, the world would witness how the Sedan Empire, working out their so-called territory. Your Majesty, we shall begin. Carry on. A middle-aged man, sitting on the throne inside a massive building, gave his order to his aide who would soon open the hearing of the Senate. It has more than 300 people inside the building, yet they were united here for a same purpose. Conquest. That's right. A words from priests in Belnago has informed them that the gate which connect to the otherworld would appear soon. They estimate that the gate would appear in less than 3 months. This information, of course, would attract people who hunger for glory. Gentlemen, we all knew the god of underworld, Hardy Sama, has gave us an opportunity to achieve more glory for our esteemed empire. We, of course, should start the preparations of the conquest. The emperor wants to know how much support you all would give for the conquest. Delmos, the imperial castle chamberlain, also act as the emperor's aide, led the forum of the Senate. Don't be stupid. I will give my all. I, Count Helios, would give manpower for the conquest. As well as me, my army would ready in no time. We'll give everything we got from the G.A.T.E house. Shouts began to erupt, but Delmos knew everyone as willingly gave their support for this opportunity. He looked up to the emperor, and he saw the emperor gave him a nod. He turned again, smiling, and raised his right hand to stop the crowd from shouting each other. The emperor is pleased by the willingness of the Senate. We shall begin our next discussion about the force to do the conquest. Everyone smiled hearing the announcement. Nobles or patricians are eager to gain prestige and wealth from the distant world. The army generals are eager to fight and gain a